Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the my newest addition to the show. Today I'm just gonna kind of again give some little updates on what's going on with the coronavirus, and talk about something that's really bothering me about this whole thing, about people telling on their neighbors or whatnot. But I'll get to all that. And my name is Sean Clinton, and this is the God and Freedom Show, Quarantine Edition. Alrighty, guys. So welcome back to sorry I wasn't able to do one yesterday. I was actually calling to work for, we had a truck come in yesterday, and there's a lot of other work to do. So by the time I got home, I was tired, and so I just won't worry about doing it. But not much in terms of updates. What's going on with the coronavirus? There's still a lot of same stuff. I guess the biggest thing is that President Trump made an announcement the other day that we can expect to see about 100,000 to 200,000 people dying from this virus, and also that's a big downturn from was 2 million, I believe, last time. So I suspect that will continue to drop. But of course, the numbers continue to grow here in the United States. We have about now 4,000 deaths, but also a lot of people recovered as well, so that's a really good thing. I don't know, it was about worldwide about over 100,000 people have recovered from this virus, and I think about 200,000 total people have it, I believe, if I'm not getting my numbers wrong. That's throughout the entire globe too. Man. And don't judge me. Yes, I have cigar here. It's just again, like I said last week, this is going to be a very casual type of thing, very casual, so informal. So you see me with coffee or this sometimes too. Things not lighted up. Sorry for that random pause right there. I just had a thing. It keeps going out, so I gotta relight it. But there we go. Alrighty, so I guess what I want to start out with is something that's really bothered me about this whole thing, and it's really nothing to do with it kind of has to do with something with the government's doing, but mostly would do with other people. So obviously we have a lot of places have these stay-in-home order type deals where the counties, like Gwinnett counties near me, did it. Barrow County is doing it now. So there's issuing these orders. And by the way, when they mean orders, it's not it's very hard to actually enforce it. Apparently, what I read, but still, it's just kind of something they put on paper, I guess, but. So there's definitely some cities around the country where they're actually really enforcing it, having a police presence everywhere too. And one thing that's really kind of bothering me is that there's people calling the cops on other people for simply taking a walk in the neighborhood or driving out somewhere or whatnot. It's why is that a big deal? They keep saying, the people keep saying oh, you're endangering your lives of the people when you go out. First of all, this thing is not airborne at all. This thing is not airborne. There was a theory that it was airborne, but it turns out to be false. It spreads. Excuse me. It spreads through the droplets from your respiratory system. So when you cough or something like that, that's how it spreads, and it only goes about it travels in the air for about a few feet and then drops down. So that's why the whole 6 foot thing exists. So it doesn't survive beyond 6 feet, or even beyond whatever. So, but there's still people calling the cops on their neighbors, saying people are walking outside or anything. Of course, the cops really can't do anything because. It's absolutely not. That's not breaking the law or anything. That's completely fine. But I mean, this just plays into the whole the big overblown panic mode that's been going on around the country, and that has a lot to do with the media is doing. Like, they have driven this thing, made this thing worse than it actually is. Like, way worse. I mean, they all constantly report on who's got it and who's died from it. They never report on who actually has recovered from it. And a lot more people have recovered from it than what you think. So, and also with it, they don't play they only play the statistics that look bad, but the good statistics say, like, the vast majority of people are going to be fine from this thing. I mean, yeah, even if you're, like, compromised immune system and you're older, I mean, you definitely have a higher chance of it going bad, but your chance is still below 50%, so you still have a good fighting chance, especially with the whole new treatment going around, too, that the FDA just approved. So, yeah, that's something that's really bothering me right there. It's like, yes, that is simple. I mean, this is where other people need to tell others, like, just calm down really, and just, stay calm, really stay calm through this whole thing. I mean, you'll be fine. Everything will be fine. I think pretty soon we're going to see the backside of this, and our country is going to make a big comeback and everything. It's going to be great. And like I said last time, I can't wait to actually go back to church, for example, because that's going to be amazing, packed day. So cannot wait. Alrighty, so what else to talk about? I'm not gonna like talk about constantly just the coronavirus on this edition right here. Just I'm gonna bring it up, of course, but I mean, let's talk about most of the time talk about something more fun or something different too. And for those who are like cigar smokers, this is from a company called Providencia, and this is called the El Padre. It's definitely a lighter one. This is the only one I'm like very new to this, so I'm not an expert in any way, but it's not bad. This is definitely for beginners right here. And I'm a beginner, so that's why I have it. But it's not bad at all. Alrighty. What to talk about? So, I'll tell you what, one thing I kind of something that kind of I thought about earlier that was pretty funny is that I'm sure like a lot of you have seen Spaceballs before. Like, Spaceballs movie, and it's kind of the parody of Star Wars and all that. So, we're watching it just now, actually. And what's so funny is that, of course, at the end, they have the whole kind of parody of the saber fight at the end. And it's very cheesy in many ways. Like, very, very cheesy. But it's pretty funny. But here's actually a little bit of it. Sorry, I'm trying to get my headphones so I can listen to it. But here's the video right here.
Not so fast, Lone Star.
Helmet. So, at last we meet for the first time for the last time.
Before you die, there is something you should know about us, Lone Star.
What?
I am your father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate.
What's that make us?
Absolutely nothing. Which is what you are about to become. Prepare to die. You have the ring. And I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. Now let's see how well you handle it.
so that's about all we're gonna play for that one. But still, it's so. This movie, excuse me. This movie is so freaking hilarious. Like, it's stupid, of course, it's very stupid, but it's funny stupid. Like the old kind of funny stupid movies that came out in the 80s, like Airplane, Spaceballs 2, and others like that. But what kind of, like, when I was watching like this particular fight right here, what kind of dawned on me was kind of sad is that this fight right here is better than the fights in all three episodes 7, 8, and 9. Better than all three of them. And of course, you know, I'm not a big fan of the sequel trilogy at all. I mean, I like episode 7. Sorry, yeah, definitely I love episode 7. But the more I watch it, the more or less I like it now. That's kind of sucks, but I mean, episode 8 I never liked at all. I mean, the first time I watched it, I was like, oh, that's pretty good. And then the second time I watched it, I was like, nope, it's not good at all. Episode 9 was better than Last Jedi, but I still didn't like it. Like, this trilogy just was not good at all. Not in the slightest. Excuse me. But, yeah, I mean, it's kind of something I read recently about this Star Wars is that when George Lucas sold Star Wars to Disney for about $4 billion, I believe, it was so amazing that he donated all that money that he got from selling Star Wars. He gave it all to charity. So that was really, he didn't keep a dime of it. He literally got all of it, gave it to charity, to like education, I believe. So I mean, that's really cool. Like George Lucas is a really great guy. But one thing he gave Disney before selling his rights is that he gave scripts, because I guess like episode 7, 8, and 9 were in the planning stages for him. So what he did, he actually had a script, like screenplay of episodes 7, 8, and 9 for all three of them. And then, but the thing is, Disney never used it at all. So it would be really interesting to see like what exactly was his ideas, because I'm certain it would have been 10 times better, way better. I mean, I'm guessing probably had the same characters, because the characters are not bad. I love all the characters. I love Rey, Poe, Kylo Ren is pretty cool, but I mean, they just weren't done. The thing is, they weren't done justice, is what I'm trying to say. But I think George Lucas would have done it way better. Yes, you know, we have the prequel trilogy, but honestly, I love the prequel trilogy now. Especially with the context of the Clone Wars. Having that with it, it just made the prequels way better. Yeah, it's popular to hit on Phantom Menace, but I always like the Phantom Menace. The one I always hated was Attack of the Clones, but even now, I really like that movie now, because it just kind of, I ignore all the flaws and just look, okay, there's actually so many interesting stuff about it. It's like, it's hard to ignore the good stuff about it too. So yeah, it's quite sucks, but I mean, oh my, excuse me, sorry guys, sorry about that. I'm gonna probably actually cut that out, but yeah, it's very very interesting stuff. I mean, it's just, I don't know, Star Wars has changed in many ways over the years. I mean, thankfully we got the Clone Wars, which is still feels a lot like Star Wars in many ways. But the prequel trilogy, it didn't really feel like Star Wars to me. Like, it didn't vibe that way for me. Like even episode 7, I still liked it, but it still didn't vibe that Star Wars feel to me. And that's in the prequel trilogy, while it had its flaws, it did that. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's all I had to say about Star Wars for now. But I mean, that's about it. But man, so yeah, I mean, this is a crazy time right here. I mean, I still can't wrap my mind around, I still can't wrap my mind around it, like what exactly is going on. It just, It's so crazy. There we go. The smoke is actually blowing in my face when I try to blow, so that's why I cough. But anyways, yeah, it's all crazy stuff, and it's very unprecedented times, like times of uncertainty. So it's probably pretty easy to get discouraged during this time. But my thing is, like, my message is, like, basically, don't get discouraged. Like, God is sovereign over everything, so He's got this. He will bring us out of this eventually. I mean, it'll be on His timing. Yes, we might want to be out. I definitely want to be at it pretty soon myself, but it's really all on His timing too. So, I mean, yeah, but I have faith that we will see the backside of this sooner rather than later. It'll be interesting. I can't really wait to see what the economy, like, what everybody does once everything's back to normal. I think we're going to be a better country. Well, at least I hope we'll be the better country. I hope everybody eventually unites during this time and, like, has a sense of gratitude towards each other. It's very, very crazy stuff, but we shall see what happens. So apparently, also, I haven't seen this yet on Netflix, but apparently there's this thing called The Tiger King. Apparently it's another one of those bandwagon type shows. Like, everybody's watching it now, and I've seen a lot of memes from it. I'll probably check it out soon. Just because, I mean, for a while, with, for example, The Walking Dead and Stranger Things, I was like, everybody's watching it. It's whatever has probably not gonna be as good as I think. But then I watched, like, the first episode for both of them, like, oh, it's actually really good. So I will definitely give it a watch to see how it is. I'm not gonna have any high expectations for it. But I hope it's good. I hope everybody's saying it's good. I hope it is good, but we shall see. Again, my taste of shows is kind of not changed over the years, but just kind of expanded, I guess. Because, I mean, yeah, it'd be interesting. So, what else? I mean, I don't have much else to say right here. I mean, just yeah, I think that's all I have for this episode. So I'll be back here tomorrow, and I definitely guarantee I'll be back here tomorrow because I'm still off for the next couple weeks. So yeah, I mean, again, everybody's stay safe, healthy, and everything through this whole thing, and just have faith and trust in God that He will get us out of this. But in the meantime, definitely take your precautions, hand sanitize or whatever. But definitely get out. Don't think you had to stay put inside your house all day every day. Definitely get out, go take a walk, go do parks around you, because definitely there's a park around me, parks around me that are actually open, and thankfully there are, so people can actually get out of the house. So you don't have to stay cooped inside. You can actually go outside and enjoy the fresh air, because it is getting warm weather out here. It's actually really nice right now. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's definitely colder than it has been. But it's about 56 degrees right now. That's not bad at all. It's really, it feels nice. Like, no clouds in the sky. It's a really clear day. So definitely get out. Enjoy the sun. Like, the sun actually, being outside, it actually helps your immune system and kind of calms you down and everything. So definitely do that. But otherwise, yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. My name's Sean Clinton, and this is the God and Freedom Show, Quarantine Edition. If you enjoyed this episode of the God and Freedom Show, hit that like button and follow the page to get more content. You can also find me on your favorite podcast listening sites like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and SoundCloud. Thank you for listening or watching.